Welcome to Noona Ya Business, episode 10, the ultimate K-pop and K-drama birthday party episode, with your host, Becca and Megan. Today, we celebrate Megan's birthday, which is the perfect way to bring in our first double-digit episode. We planned the ultimate fantasy birthday party with all of our favorite K-pop and K-drama idols. I call Megan's boyfriend and quiz him over the perfect K-drama date. And have you ever thought to yourself, hey, if BTS members were birthday party decorations, what would they be? Well, have no fear because we've got you covered. All of that is coming up right now on Noona Ya Business. Okay, so Megan.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How was it?
It was great. 32 is so far. I'm like almost 48 hours in and I feel pretty positive about it.
I'm telling you that my 30s so far, still in my early 30s for another month, have been 10 times better
than your 20s.
Than my 20s and 50 times better than my teenage years.
I was just so stressed out in my 20s because I was worrying about being 30 and not accomplishing anything. But then I turned 30 and hadn't accomplished anything. And I was like, it's not so bad.
It's freeing. Isn't it freeing?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know why. I might have a hard time with 40, but I did not have a hard time with 30.
I had a little, when I turned 30, it was rough. But weirdly, 31 was harder for me because then it was really like, okay, now you're really not 20 anymore.
You're in your 30s
when
now.
you turn 30, you're like, I mean, I was just in my 20s.
Yeah.
And now it's like, not anymore, dum-dum. This is real. But 32, I liked. Becca brought me balloons at work. Which was
my daughter.
Yes, and it was one of the best surprises
you.
I've ever had in my life.
I'm so glad. So I genuinely wanted to make it anonymous.
No.
So I walked into your work and I had to be buzzed in, and the lady was like, what are you here for? And so I have these balloons and I'm holding a giant 4-year-old, and I was like, we're here to
she's not that big.
We're here to deliver something to Megan. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet, come on in, I'll let her know you're here. Nothing else, no further instructions. So I get through the glass area into the lobby, and then I'm just standing there with my daughter thinking, do I go find you? Does somebody coming to help me? And then I heard high heels in the hallway. So I just said, oh, I bet that's Megan. And we walked through the hallway, and it wasn't you. No. But then you just happened to walk by.
Yeah,
I was
in
like,
a meeting.
Ah!
It worked out perfectly. If you had sent them anonymously, I would have, because this is how my brain works, convinced myself that it was someone who's trying to kill me, like a stalker who's trying to kill me. So I'm really glad that you...
Even with the letters?
Yeah, I would have been like, this handwriting
they
looks like a 4-year-old.
Becca, and they took her.
Yeah. I wish I brought your birthday card, and I kind of want to read what you wrote. Is that okay with you?
Go for it.
Hang on, I have to get out of my bag.
I want everybody to know I did not know what to write to you. I'm not a sentimental person.
Becca shows her love for you in actions. Yes. I feel like you don't need to say anything because we know how much you mean to us.
Okay, good.
Whereas I'm the opposite, where I have to text you to. I'm like, I love you so much. I just hope you know I think you're a magical angel person. And then she's like, okay, bye.
I'm like, hey, did you eat well today?
You are that kind. Becca is tsundere.
I am.
You are tsundere. She just throws a bottle of water at you and keeps walking. It's got electrolytes in it because she cares. So she made me this beautiful card. And then she wrote in her... Also, if you haven't seen Becca's handwriting, it's basically... She's a machine.
I'm blushing.
She hates compliments. She hates affection and compliments, which is a problem because I kiss everyone when I leave any place. So I'm the quirky romantic lead that's pulling you out of your... You're gonna be like,
shell.
She's gonna be like, Hajima.
Hajima.
Don't go on another date with any other women, Megan. And I'll be like, that's all I've ever wanted you to say to me, Becca. So she wrote, happy birthday, Megan. I love you more than Jin loves food, Suga loves swearing, J-Hope loves sunshine, RM loves porn, Jimin loves being on camera, V loves kids, Jungkook loves lifting. And I adore it. And I'm already thinking about the version I'm going to give you because I can think of other things that I love you more than they love. So this has been very fun. She also addressed it to Megan, and then she added Choi, Kim, Jun, Bin Yu, the last names of all of my loves.
All your favorite people.
So, yeah.
I really hoped you liked it.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have to post a picture of it because my daughter helped pick out the colors. So it was really fun.
And she made me a beautiful card too and colored the envelope a beautiful magenta. And that really added this pop of color to my
All right.
life.
I don't know if you've watched a little kid color with marker.
Is it stressful?
It's exhausting because they don't realize if you just tilt the marker at a 45-degree angle,
Why are you so
can
stupid?
cover 10 times the ground. So they use the little point. It's just at a perpendicular angle, and they're just little tiny colors.
They leave like big chunks of white, and you're just like, oh, I could fix
I
that
know.
for you.
Finally, at one point, I was like, we have to go. We are going to be late for our appointment. We have to drop this off to Megan at work. And she's like, we can't leave. It's not colored. I was like, give mommy the marker.
I'll just finish it. It was beautiful. I loved it.
So
It was
we
perfect.
poured our heart and soul into that.
I could tell, and I cherish all of it. So
So I have a fun game to start the show.
Yes.
A birthday game.
Uh-oh. I feel like it's gonna be another one of those things we're gonna have to edit out me going, oh.
It's just rapid fire. So you
I'm
just
bad
have
at
to
this.
you
Okay.
just have to
just
kind
do
of
what I just go for.
I'm just going to throw you some questions and you just answer with what the best thing that you can do.
Okay.
All right. So, we're throwing you a big party.
Okay.
Us and all of our imaginary K-pop and K-drama friends.
So my real friends.
yes, so it's a huge pool of people.
The only people I want to spend time with.
I want you to know I sent all of them invitations. I haven't heard back, but I think they just got lost.
I don't
in the
believe that
mail.
because they probably got the invitations. They're like, this handwriting is beautiful.
They had to frame. They never opened
No,
the envelope.
they were like, it's too
it was
gorgeous.
too pretty to open. All right, so we're having a giant party. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna throw out a few rolls of party
I don't know where to
planning,
look because I'm like trying to concentrate.
and I just need you to just fire out the first thing that comes to your head.
Okay.
So, ultimate K-drama K-pop birthday party. Who's your DJ?
Sungri.
Ooh, I wouldn't have thought of that. Is that weird? That's the obvious answer.
Right? Wouldn't he be good? Because he's like an actual
He's
DJ.
he's a club kid these days.
It would be super hype. Is that what you
Oh
said?
my gosh.
It would be super cool.
That party would be bumping.
Right?
Is that something the kids
I feel
are
like
saying?
it would almost probably at some point they said all of these things. I feel like it might almost be too bumping for me. And I feel like we need to take this down. We need to stop. I'd be like, look, Sungri, I'm super happy you agreed to do this, but I'm gonna need you to do one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. Maybe then we'll like bring in Suga to like do a set, which will be like still hype, but like slightly less hype. Like,
I'm dying because I can see you like in your beautiful birthday outfit walking up to Sungri and being like, hey man, we need to tear it down
ever
a bit.
since I talked about how I want to be his roommate in that one episode, I'm like, I think he and I would actually get along great. I think he and I would be a really good pair as like completely platonic cohabitors.
Cohabitors would be it.
Cohabitators.
There'd be no nating in that. No cohabit. Wait, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Cohabitating? Hibernating? Is that what you're thinking? Okay. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore either.
Sungri.
Sungri.
Great
It would be
answer.
Sungri.
Great answer. All right, who's baking you a cake?
Jin. Obviously, Jin.
Then the next question obviously is going to be, who is decorating the cake?
V.
Oh, V would be good.
Yeah. Not to be all BTS all the time, but I am.
I think that would
It would be like a very abstract. I want V and Top to collaborate on a cake.
See, when you say V, I think of my children decorating
It
cupcakes.
would be like very...
It would be very childlike and colorful.
It would be just whatever he's feeling in that moment. And I would be like, this is beautiful. Express yourself, baby. I love it.
then
And Top would be
come
like,
in.
no. What is this? Does this even mean anything?
Top would make V decorate it, and then Top would wipe it all off.
Yeah, get some
and be
dollhouse furniture.
This has meaning.
It's the absence of art that is the art. I love it. And I would be like, you guys are all brilliant. Oh my God. I love you. And Jin would be like, what is this mess? Gosh, we know them so well.
Jin would come in as the mother and be like, you guys ruined everything.
What are you doing?
Our company's arriving in 5 minutes.
Oh, Jin.
All right, so who is dressing you for this party?
Dressing me. Man, I'm like so focused on Big Bang and BTS now because I'm like, G-Dragon obviously is
I
dressing me for
actually was
this.
thinking that too.
Because then I will look cool and no one will know why. Mm-hmm. But they'll be like, that's really cool. I don't know why, but it works. It suits her, I guess.
I'm trying to picture what he would put you in, and it's exactly as you're saying. I can't picture it, but I know it would look cool. In my heart of hearts, I know you would look amazing.
The other option would be, is her name Woo-sung? Now I should have looked it up. From The Best Hit, that I'm always trying to dress like.
Oh, yes.
I want her to dress me. Just like open her closet and give me some of her clothes because I love her outfits.
I like that.
Or Oh Hey Young. I love her outfits too.
Oh Hey Young has some great outfits. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, last question. You have to have a group of people. Now you can combine.
Okay.
It could be actors, could be K-pop stars. Who's making the guest list? I'm going to let you pick 2 or 3 people. Whose friends do you want there? What famous idol?
Gong Yo-jin and all. She's friends with everybody. I feel like she can come. Seungri again can invite whoever he wants since he's working the party.
It would be.
He has friends with everybody.
I feel like that's dangerous for you because it could be bumping to like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I will just leave. Send cash and gifts to this address. Actually, you know who? So the 2 I'm thinking of, Heechul from Super Junior, they say he's friends with everybody. So I feel like he could just make the guest list. But also Jackson from GOT7. I feel like he's friends with everybody, and I would let him do that too.
Jackson would be good.
Yeah.
I can think of many things I would want Jackson to do at the party.
Jackson could just do all of it. Jackson could dress me. He could be the DJ. He could invite everybody. Don't know about his cooking skills. He'd probably figure it out.
It'd be cool to decorate with him. Yeah.
It would be nonstop fun. He seems like nonstop fun. Again, like with Seungri, I just feel like Jackson, look, I'm an older lady. I need you to let me take a break. This is just too much fun all the time.
Yes. We need to rein it down a bit.
Really? Okay, let me reassess this. Those are the answers that I would pick, like, if I were cool, right? Mm-hmm. In real life, it would be like V's dog and me.
And G-Dragon's cat.
And G-Dragon's cat. Yeah, and the sugar gliders. No, that's too much excitement. I don't want them there. They're cute, but like too much work. GOT7's dog. I want all the pets.
You want all the Korean Idol pets.
All these idols to drop their pets off in like a big play area with me, and they can come collect them after an hour or so. And then I'd like to take a nap, and then Jin can bring me a cake still.
That sounds like an amazing birthday party.
No DJ.
No DJ. No. Nothing. Nada.
Nothing. So
all
that's
right.
that.
Megan, in the spirit of birthdays, I have a small gift for you.
Oh my God.
I called my brother-in-law,
Oh no.
your boyfriend, and said, hey, I want to do a fun birthday podcast for Megan's birthday. Would you call in and answer a few questions for me? And he said, yes. So yesterday, we had a lovely conversation together through Skype. And it was fun because you get to see him more than I do. Mm-hmm. And
you don't see him very often
I never get
at
to see him
all.
anymore. And so we hooked it up through Skype. So we actually got to video chat for a while.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And it was so much fun. So basically, for all of our listeners, like I said, Jeff is my brother-in-law. I've known him since he was 17. How is that possible?
That's
I've known him
nuts.
for 13 years.
Wow.
He's been dating you for how many years?
5?
5-ish?
5-ish?
So my husband, myself, Megan, and Jeff are this like fun little
Cohesive unit.
foursome. We always text each other. We're very lucky that we all get along.
Yeah.
So I asked him to set up the call here. If you were to take Megan on the ultimate K-drama birthday date, we planned the whole thing out for you.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to play the conversation.
Okay.
Feel free to pause it and add commentary at any point in time.
Oh my gosh.
You just hit the space bar when you want to pause it
Okay.
or start it.
Okay.
So basically, I asked him, I don't even remember how many questions. I had a whole list of questions for him, and then I gave him multiple choice. So I would say, I don't want to give it away, but I would just ask him a basic question about a date and say, here's your 4 options. Which one do you choose and why? And
oh my
he
gosh,
was so great. It was so much fun to talk to him, and I miss him so much. So I really hope you liked it.
I'm excited to hear this because I often think like I'm a really bad partner because I don't ever ask him about his stuff that he likes, and he's constantly asking me questions and like trying to engage with this. So I think he's going to do a really good job.
You know what's really funny is I know that my husband will ask me a lot, like, what are you watching? What are you listening to? And he'll get involved. And I feel way comfortable sharing all this with him because I got no shame in this game.
Oh, heck no.
And you sometimes occasionally will say like, I don't know what Jeff knows. Like, we talk about it, but I don't know. And you'll hear in like the first 5 minutes, he was dropping stuff that I was thinking, how does he know this?
I feel like he's taken a much keener interest since I introduced him to a couple bands recently. And suddenly he's like, I think he's kind of on the BTS wagon. I'm not going to lie to you. But also some other bands he really likes. So he's dipping his toes in.
Well, I'm excited for you to hear this. So I'm going to start it. Are you ready?
Yes.
You tell me.
I'm like weirdly nervous.
First off, welcome to Noona Business, Jeffrey.
Are we rolling?
Oh, we're always rolling.
We're always rolling.
Always
Good.
rolling.
Yeah.
So I thought I would help you because you know how much I love Megatron.
Right.
Plan the perfect K-drama birthday getaway. And, you know, as a boyfriend, we could all use a little help here and there, right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to ask you a question and give you some multiple choice, and you can pick which one you want to do with Megan. And then if you want to say why, you can. Otherwise, we can just leave it at that.
Hold on. First impressions on J-Hope World.
Oh, yes. Do you have first impressions?
Okay, wait. I'm going to pause. So I talked about the Hicks tape so much because I was loving all the inside jokes before it dropped. But then it dropped and Jeff heard it all before me. He's like, have you listened? And I was like, what? No.
Yeah, what do you think?
I like it. It is so much happier and brighter than, I don't know if you've ever heard Yoongi's or Rat Monsters like albums, but they are much darker and they're much deeper topics than J-Hope World, but I dig it. Whatever. I'm fine with it.
Megan showed me something that was about like how it's Rat Monsters like album, Suga's album, and then
J-Hope World.
J-Hope's album, and it's like the description about how Rat Monster is always very conflicted and very, deep and all this and genius mode and all that, and then Suga's like, I'm gonna kick your butt, I'm gonna kick his butt, I'm gonna kick my butt, and all that. And then J-Hope was just a bunch of emojis.
Like unicorns and rainbows and sprinkles and cupcakes and like every happy thing ever.
There was words in there, but it was mostly just emojis.
Yeah, when I think of them, I like RM is like a library full of Encyclopedia like Britannicas, and Suga's like a really rainy day, and then J-Hope World is like one of those like rainbow beach umbrellas that you see that's always just like happy in the wind. Like that's kind of how their albums are. They're all very different for sure.
And we still haven't cracked the John Cena.
We have
thing.
now.
No, what is that? No. So pause.
Okay.
This literally an hour later, my husband texted me an hour after this phone call and said, so like John Cena's a BTS
Oh my
fan?
God.
And I was like, Jeff and I were just talking
We've
about
seriously
this.
been losing our minds, like all ARMY have over the last couple weeks, because he posted a J-Hope picture, and I think I get the idea that he just did it randomly. Which, what did he search where he was like, here's a picture of J-Hope? I don't know. And clearly BTS fans are very passionate. Mm-hmm. So we're all like hearting it. If you look at his Instagram, the pictures of J-Hope have like 500,000 likes, and then other pictures have like 2,000 likes. It's ridiculous. So so we just kept posting them. And then he said to this newspaper, like, it was a happy accident, and I'm all in, man.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Good for you. You should be all in, John Cena. But isn't this crazy timing?
Yes. We literally had this group text about it.
Because not only did he
yesterday
talk about it, he knew about it.
Yeah. Well, because I sent him I was like, what is happening with John Cena? Because I felt like that's something where we can meet. You like sports? And I like BTS. I do think I said like this is the best birthday present you could have given me is final confirmation on John Cena. Okay, thank you.
Has he gone outside of Instagram and talked about this at all?
Not that I know of. Is he on Twitter? He may be on Twitter. Maybe not.
So outside of social media, like I feel like the next
Jeff loves
morning show thingy or like late night show, like what's up with this? Like that's got to be your first question.
What's up with that? I don't know. Yeah, like what's up with that? John Cena, you're confusing me.
Yeah.
Plus, my husband loves wrestling, obviously, and then I love BTS. It's just my mind can't. Exactly. I can't process the two of them together. It doesn't make sense to me. But
it's like how the LA Clippers are using
here he goes.
Mic Drop as their intro.
Right. We meet in the middle.
I think it's either the Clippers or the Lakers. But
he also sent me the trailer for the upcoming season of.
Oh, hold that thought.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when their teams are being announced and they use Mic Drop. I'm like, that's like Mega and I's, the best of Mega and I's worlds.
Exactly. When two worlds can combine like that. Or there's a new movie coming out, or a new TV show with Gabe from The Office.
Yeah.
And the whole preview for this TV show is BTS songs.
It's Silicon Valley.
Yeah, is that it? I don't know the name of the show. Maybe?
It's the HBO show.
Probably.
Yeah, because I showed it to Megan because they came out with a different trailer.
He sent it to me, and I've seen a few episodes of that show, and he loves it. So he's always trying to get me to watch it, and I thought he was just like trying to get me to watch it. So I like held off watching the trailer for a really long time, and I'm like, I guess I'll watch it. And it's a good show. I just have Korean shows to watch, so I finally watched it and was like, oh my god, what's going on?
For it, and then it was Mic Drop. Of course, it's got to be Designer remix or
it's got to be
Jeff.
The Aoki remix. Everybody loves the Aoki. Yeah. Well, clearly, I know what songs you're listening to when you take Megan on this dream birthday K-drama date. So
DPR Live just came out with a new song. I haven't even listened to it yet.
I've gotten him to really. He Snapchatted me today. He had the day off, and he was just like sitting in his car listening to Martini Blue by DPR Live, which is a great song. He's into it. I finally found the band where I'm like, okay, here's the intro into the K-pop for you.
You what? We'll make sure that we have that in your car, whatever you pick her up in. So.
I feel like the real birthday. I mean, I'm ready to get into these questions, but she would appreciate this, improvised little back and forth.
So I really appreciate it.
I think I'm gonna have her listen to this while we're recording our podcast, so I can get her legitimate reaction.
Perfect.
I want to hear her commentary when you're dropping things about J-Hope World and DPR Live. I think she's gonna lose her mind.
I know.
Maybe I'll take pictures and I can send them to you. We'll Snapchat the whole thing and send it right to your phone. Yeah.
Becca just shook her phone at
me. All
me.
right, so dream birthday date with Megan, and it's K-drama related. So
you better be careful because now I'm gonna expect this.
How are you gonna prepare Megan for this dream ultimate K-drama birthday date? Are you going to 1. Send her to a public bathhouse? 2, a Korean spa? 3, are you going to send her with your mother? It's always got to be the mother-in-law. To a high-end shopping spree, all the different stores, all that stuff. Are you 4, are you going to give her a head-to-toe makeover?
Wait, should I pick mine before he picks his?
Sure.
So here's my thing. Donna is a cool lady. So, like, I would love to go on a shopping spree with Donna. I feel like if this was really a K-drama, that would not be my answer. Mm-hmm. But Donna's super fun, so I'm going to pick that.
Okay.
This one's pretty easy because, one, I don't like the sound of... I know it's not what it is, but a public bathhouse just sounds gross, like even though I know it's not. But I'm going to go with a Korean spa. That's pretty easy.
I would take that. Mm-hmm. I would take that.
Amen, Jeffrey. I would, you know what? Send me with her, okay? You can send us both to that Korean spa. I would love that.
Not that she wouldn't have fun with my mother either. My mom would like to go with her to the Korean spa.
Yeah. Right. I think we kind of transcend that stereotype of people who hate their mother-in-laws because neither Megan or I hate your mother. So there we go. I think we're all winners here.
Let's give her a birthday gift and not have me give her a head-to-toe makeover.
I would love to see that, though. If you could do that for my birthday, you could give Megan a head-to-toe makeover for my birthday. That would be a great gift.
Allison would do a better job than me.
Yeah, she would. Yes,
Allison would do a good job.
All right, so now Megan's all ready. and it's date time. How are you going to pick Megan up and get her around all night for your date? Are you going to, 1, ride a scooter, 2, use public transportation like a bus, subway, train? There's a million options out there. 3, are you going to have a personal driver because you're super rich and you already have a fancy, expensive car and your family can afford that?
I like that.
Or 4, are you just going to piggyback ride it the whole night?
So I would pick public transit because everyone in K-dramas falls in love on public transit. I could fall asleep on his shoulder on the bus, and then we'll be together forever.
Man, this is
He's
tough.
gonna pick private driver, I bet.
She'd be too scared of a scooter, so there's no way she's going on a date with me on that.
Correct.
She doesn't she likes Ubers and stuff like that. I think we'll probably go with the personal driver because I mean, come on, piggyback ride the whole time. That's a thing? Is that a thing in K-dramas?
Oh, honey, that's a thing in K-dramas. Everybody ends up twisting their ankle or drunk out of their mind, and then the love of their life has to haul them around on a piggyback ride. It's a thing, but I'm with you. I think the personal driver is the way to go. Right. Then you can spend time in the back seat hanging out and talking and playing music. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, an actual personal driver, someone who actually is a professional, unlike Ubers or
yes.
Lyft. So I don't want to be on a scooter because I've just seen the Joel McHale clip where that girl threw a bicycle or she threw at him. So I don't want people throwing stuff at us.
Plus, if you took public transportation, she would probably end up falling asleep on you, and that would just ruin the whole night. So I think
that sounds
the
nice.
best answer there. I don't think there's another one to go with.
It's a built-in
nap. If she's doing a piggyback ride, there's a chance we get hit by a car.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. That always happens in K-dramas. We want to try to stay out of the hospital if we can on this dream birthday date.
Yeah, let's try. Let's do that.
All right, so now your date has started, and there's always a big romantic grand gesture. What is your grand gesture for the night? Are you going to open a car trunk and have balloons pop out with a banner that says happy birthday? Are you going to take her to a public place and sing really loudly or profess your love in a very public display of affection? Are you going to keep it simple by telling her, I like you, whether you're a man or an alien, I don't care anymore? Or are you 4, going to give her your military graduation ring, which is also known as the fiancé ring?
So, I think you know this about me. I hope Jeff knows this about me. I hate big public displays of affection. I'm literally, if he ever tries to propose to me in an elaborate way, I would be like, chill, man. This is weird. Get yourself a room. I hate them. I'm super awkward. The idea of it makes me want to throw up. So, okay. And I guess the ring, but even then I'd be like, oh, cool, whatever.
I'm going to be honest. I can't see you doing any of these things.
We did give her cupcakes out of a trunk, from the back of a trunk in the parking lot of Maria's one.
You're so right. You did that for her birthday one year.
Yep.
Cake out of a trunk.
So that's kind of K-drama-ish.
I almost think you got to go with that then, because we pretty much have pulled that one off in the past.
I think I'm gonna keep it simple by telling her I like her, whether she's a woman or an alien. I don't care anymore.
That's beautiful. That's from Coffee Prince, and it's just one of the ultimate confessions. So she's gonna love
just had that because it's weird. I had that thought the other day. I'm like, whether she's a girl living in Rock Island or she's just an alien from, wherever.
You just don't care anymore. You love the girl.
Yeah. I like her.
She's fine.
So
All right, so we've got the transportation down. The date has started. Your grand gesture has been out of the way. We're going to start the date with a quick snack. Megan and I like to eat. So where are we going for our quick snack?
And Jeff doesn't.
Are you going to take her?
Is Greg a snacker?
Here's the thing. People listening to this podcast, please chime in on social media, Twitter or Facebook here. Our significant others, who are brothers, are not eaters. My husband, he'll hate when he hears me say this on the podcast. He doesn't eat dessert.
Why?
Ever.
Life is so short and terrible.
And it's not, neither of them do it for health reasons.
No.
They just aren't eaters.
It's not important to them. And for me, it's I'll eat dinner and then I'm like, oh, you want some dessert? Yeah. And then like 15 minutes later, I'm like, hey, you want a snack? And then it's like, yeah, I do. And then like 15 minutes after that, I'm like, hey, how about a snack? Yes, definitely.
So tonight, Megan came over. Oh, you always come over. I can't talk. You always come over after work. Mm-hmm. So I said, you just eat with us.
She feeds me.
Yeah. So we had shrimp fajitas, and they were delightful.
Yes.
Seriously, 5 minutes before you walked in the door, it's like, I could go for a York peppermint patty. Totally ate one.
Oh, because you could always go for a York peppermint patty. That's the thing. There's no scenario where someone's like, hey, you want a York peppermint patty? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Whereas Jeff would be like, I'd be like, hey, you want a York peppermint patty? And he's like, I'm really not hungry. That isn't the point.
It's a York peppermint
patty. That has
patty.
nothing to do with anything. It's chocolate filled with cool, refreshing mint. Like, you just eat it because it's delicious. And again, life is terrible. And all we have are York peppermint patties. It's like if we're out shopping and I'm like, let's get ice cream. And he's like, you can get ice cream. I'm not going to have any. What? Why? I'm giving you the opportunity to eat ice cream. And I give him a lot of trouble because he's always like, I'll have some vanilla. Which vanilla ice cream is great, but there are like many flavors of ice cream.
And toppings.
And so much stuff to put on it. So, Jeff, if you listen to this, there's like a 50% chance that you will. I won't even get mad at you if you get vanilla. Just get ice cream. And it's not one of those things where like, okay, well, if you're not going to have any, I'm not going to have any. No, I'm going to have some because there's a place where I can purchase it within walking distance. And that's not something that happens every day. So I'm going to have my ice cream. Just do it because it's good for your soul and it's good for the world. And like,
I have tears coming out of my eyes.
I'm passionate about 3 things. K-pop and K-dramas, my friends and family. Okay, 4 things. Saving all the animals.
Yes.
And eating constantly without stopping and no shame. Like,
yes.
I can't comprehend it. I don't get it. Okay.
Well, let's see what he has to say. Okay.
I don't remember how this came up.
Too. I just want to pause one more second here because Megan just said we like to eat. I don't know if you heard me open up the question with, because Megan and I like to eat. And I also said, you gotta have a snack before dinner. So there's 2 food questions here just for you.
Oh, I love you.
To a street cart and just get some sort of food on a stick? Are you gonna go to a convenience store and sit in the front window and eat ramen? Are you going to pack a bento box yourself for a quick little picnic in the park? Or are you gonna go to the street market and just get some sushi? How are you starting off this date?
I think it's got to either be ramen at the convenience store or sushi in the street market because I did just have my own first order of sushi.
Guys.
He did clarify.
He's going to be 30. It was like we needed to throw a parade for him for ordering the sushi. I'm going to be honest, though. He's not a super adventurous eater. But he does try. Whenever I want to try something, he's always game. Like, he's totally up for it. And this really was the first time where he was actively like, I think I'm going to order sushi. So it was very exciting. But I'm going to tell you, this is not the first time he was like, hey, everybody, I ordered my own sushi. Am I being too mean to you, Jeff? I'm sorry. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. I really am. I'm not being sarcastic. And I know that saying that makes it sound like I'm sarcastic, but I'm not. I'm being very genuine. I think you're wonderful. And thank you for doing this. This is so lovely. But I have to tease you. Okay, bye.
And liked it.
Ooh.
But now I'm nervous they won't have, like, the sushi I like.
That's true.
It was pretty specific. It was, like, the baked sushi. But
baked sushi's good, too. There's nothing wrong with that.
So probably the ramen at the convenience store.
Very
I
nice.
love that. That's
very romantic.
If I had to pick one,
That's
I'd pick
in
that.
so many K-dramas. I could not count them on my hands and feet. So
right.
that's
right.
You're going to be in with good company there.
Good.
All right, so now you've had your snack. You want to go do something. Let's get active on this date.
Okay.
What are you guys going to go do? Are you going to, 1, go to a beach and play around? 2, are you going to go to an amusement park, but you got to wear matching cute headbands if you do? 3, are you going to get a private room in a karaoke bar and just sing and dance and play the tambourine together? Or 4, are you going to take a long walk and just shop at all the street markets?
I pick 3.
First of all, in this scenario, we're wearing matching outfits anyways.
I mean, clearly. Megan's going to die when she hears you say that, because that's a K-drama thing. That would be matching shoes and
Obviously,
matching outfits.
We're obviously wearing matching outfits. But it's definitely get a private room and a karaoke bar.
Oh, yes.
Do that, so...
I'm terrified. Karaoke is like my mortal fear, but the way they do it in Korea seems great, where you have your own room.
Yes.
Like, I couldn't get up in front of a bar full of people and sing, but I could do it in a private room. It seems really fun, and I would love to do
Especially if it's just your friends and family.
Yeah,
there.
and the people you love
best.
the most.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to do for my birthday this year, but we just didn't put it together. But it's still on the table. I really want to do that.
So yeah, that would definitely be it.
All right. I legitimately am getting, like, antsy to see her reaction to your choices.
I'm really happy.
I'm that excited. I think you're doing that well. All right, so we've had our snack. We've gone and we've done something fun. And now it's time for your nice dinner, your nice birthday dinner.
Subway. I don't care what the other... I don't care if that's one of them or if there's any other options.
I will read the options, but Subway is definitely one of them. So it was a Korean barbecue at a family restaurant, a trendy new restaurant that your friends operate, a luxurious restaurant at the top of a tall building, or Subway.
I think it's going to be a trendy new Subway that our friends operate at the top of a luxurious, at the top of a tall building.
And they offer, like, barbecues in the middle of the table so you can toast your own Subway sandwich.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's just combine them all.
We're just doing that. Yeah.
Good answer.
I want to go to that restaurant.
Yeah.
We should open that restaurant.
All right, so now we're getting real serious, Jeff.
Oh, jeez.
Time to give her a gift. I mean, you clearly have probably bought all 4 of these for her already since her birthday is today. But what are you going to give her? Are you going to give her 1, a large stuffed pig, some sort of stuffed cute animal? 2, a designer handbag? 3, a meaningful necklace? Or 4, a box of designer chocolate?
So he gave me 3 and 4 for my birthday. He gave me a beautiful necklace with my birthstone, which is aquamarine. And he always gives me some form of chocolate for every holiday, because if he doesn't, then I'm like, do you even love me?
Not to be confused with designer from Mic Drop Remix.
Right. Yeah, they're 2 different. Yeah.
Right.
If you wanted to give her designer from the Mic Drop remix, I'm sure she'd be down for that as well.
I just gave her a meaningful necklace for her, boring American birthday.
So you should also know that I asked him for this necklace, but I asked for kind of a cheap necklace that I don't even know where it was from, but it had aquamarine on it. I was like, oh, this looks nice. And he, of course, got me a real necklace. So I think I opened it and I was like, oh, my mom needs to take care of this because I'm going to ruin it. I was seriously dumbfounded. And I was like, oh, I literally said, you gave me real jewelry. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, but it's real. He's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, thanks. It's beautiful. I wore it yesterday on my birthday. Okay, anyway.
So for her Korean birthday, I'm gonna go with the designer handbag.
Oh, that's so sweet. And you know what? I know Megan. I mean, I know her
right.
as well as you do, but I think that's probably the option she would love the most.
Yeah. She wouldn't be able to see the large stuffed pig because then she would probably want that. But
yeah. You'd have to hide it from her. It's like when you pass an amusement park and you can shoot at the things and win a big stuffed animal, and it's you just try to shush your kids away from that game as quick as possible.
Exactly.
That's you and Megan.
Yep. Hey, look over there.
Yep. I should have had an option of you could buy her Applejack or applesauce, but I forgot to put that option on there. That's just a given. That'll be inside of the designer handbag.
Applejack. She likes applesauce.
All right, so now it's time for your nightcap. You want to end the night with just a nice little drink together. What do you have in here? You're gonna have soju? Are you gonna have beer? Are you gonna line up a long row of beers with shots on top and then you knock them into each other? Or are you gonna order an expensive bottle of wine?
What you gonna do, Megan?
I want the beer and the soju shots, obviously. I want Jeff to knock them in, too. I want him to do, that whole elaborate thing where you just, that whole line.
Yeah.
You just, send him across.
Send him across.
I don't know if she likes soju. I think she does.
Is it really about liking soju? I feel like soju is one of those drinks where it's yeah, this tastes terrible, but I like drinking it.
Right.
So yes, I like it.
We had
That's
it in
just
LA. The night she won her Emmy, we had it. I don't think she drank
something
a
like
ton
really
of it, but
little. Isn't it like really little? Or it's like just
yeah,
like now.
they're tiny little
right?
bottles. Yeah.
Get you real messed up.
The long line of shots dumped into beer sounds good, but also sounds like a lot of work and
He
really
also-
filling. So
Okay, bragging for a minute. For my entire legal drinking life, which I didn't drink until I was 21 because I'm that kind of person.
Same.
Really? Oh, God, we're the worst. I never got sick, never got hungover. Not like I had the best alcohol tolerance. Literally turned 30 and it was like puking every day. So I drink never.
we'll go with the expensive bottle of wine.
Ooh,
Very
look at him
nice.
being a grown up.
I think for Megan,
I
that's
would
like a
drink that.
$10 bottle of
Yeah,
wine. So
yeah.
you really can't go wrong
Okay,
there.
we're not queens. $8 or nothing.
Every
No.
time she comes over, if I offer her some wine, she's like, "This is the most expensive wine I've ever had." And I'm like, "This was like $12 at the grocery store."
well,
So
You're twitty if you spend $20 on wine.
clearly, I'm a high class lady.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's time to say goodnight. You just
How
had
are
an
things-
amazing date.
How do you think things are going so far in the state? How would you?
I
I
love
mean,
that he felt the need to check
If
in.
you could call
Aw.
your brother and tell him that I want all this for my birthday, that would be great. Because my birthday's coming up too, so I think
Well,
you're
we have
picking
got-
winner.
Yeah, we haven't got hit by any cars yet.
Nobody's gotten a nosebleed. Although it is Megan, so it could
Right.
happen. But
Never
It
yeah,
was
I think
happening.
you're doing really well.
Yeah. Do you know, to just clarify that joke, I get nosebleeds 100% of the days of the year. My nose bleeds constantly. Like literally it'll happen every afternoon and I'll walk to the bathroom and I'll pass one of my coworkers and he'll be like, "Oh, it must be 2:30." Because it's like clockwork every day. And I even got a nosebleed in the middle of one of our podcasts once, but like you can't tell other than if you listen really closely. I sound like this because I had Kleenex shoved up my nose.
I want to clarify that story too because it was our first podcast.
Was it?
Ever.
I must have been nervous.
And we had just like unwrapped the microphones and you got a nosebleed. It was at our dining room table, which is like a hardwood table. And so it splattered down and you looked up with this look of like horror and you said, "I'm bleeding all over your equipment." Did I really? Yes.
And Becca's a mom, so she's like, "Oh, it's fine."
I was like, "It's fine. It's fine. Is it on the carpet? No, you're fine."
You need a Kleenex? We got some ready. It's fine.
It's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah.
So Jeff actually, after I told him that story, after our first podcast, he said, keep the audio of that forever. And then if you ever want to like give a behind the scenes, you can do the time that Megan got a nosebleed.
I'm sure it'll be the first of many times Megan got a nosebleed in the middle of recording. So anyway.
So how are you sending Megan off for the night? Are you going to walk her to the door while holding her hand?
Yes.
And that's it. 2, are you going to give her a back hug? Now that's a big thing
No.
in K-dramas. You walk up behind her.
He
You
would
wanna do
never
the
because
ultimate back hug.
I am really jumpy and like also very sensitive. So if he came up and surprised me with a back hug, I would like elbow him in the stomach and be like, "I don't know who you are, but get away from me." And then it would be him, and I'd be like, "I'm really sorry, but you shouldn't surprise me. You know that." Literally every movie we go to, it could be a kid's movie, and if there's a loud boom, I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like just super paranoid.
You open up your long jacket, and then you hug her from behind and wrap the jacket around the front of her.
Nope, that
Ooh.
seems like I'm being
Ooh,
abducted.
You might as well just be having children at that point.
Save some room for the Holy Spirit. Good Lord.
3, are you going to go in for the surprise open-eyed kiss where you're staring at each other like deer in the headlight? Or 4, is she not going home tonight? Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
What is it, Megan?
He's going to. What do I want him to pick or what? No, I'll say. I'm just gonna say what he's gonna pick. Hold my hand to the door. He's a gentleman.
I feel like 4 doesn't happen in K-dramas very often.
It does not.
Very
It
good
does not. And if
job.
it does, they sleep in like opposite sides of the house.
Like in their jeans and shoes.
I don't know. I think it's got to be between the epic back hug.
No, Jeff,
Or-
don't do it.
So if I go in for a surprise open eyes kiss, is it gonna? So I don't get the freeze frame then, do I?
Oh,
It's just straight.
always. Oh,
I
yeah.
get freeze. So you get the freeze, but doesn't it like freeze and then go into the next episode, or is it just freeze and then
it freezes for like a good 2 minutes, and then it goes into the next episode.
us with her eyes open?
Yeah, so your eyes would be shut naturally. You're a gentleman, but Megan would just be like
staring horrified.
Well, we went on this amazing date, and I didn't know he liked me. She'd have to play dumb.
That's kind of happened before.
Actually, yeah, that is exactly how our first kiss was. He took me completely off guard, and I was just like, a deer in the headlights. Actually, yeah, we found out Becca went on subway dates, and I did the open-eyed kiss, where I was just like, this is happening. I will allow it, and then I will process it later and figure out what to do. Sorry?
I'm going with the epic Beck hug plus.
Okay, that was wrong. You're wrong. Also, I'm apologizing formally to Park Shin-hee for everything bad I ever said about you in the open-eyed kiss, because clearly I am you. No, Jeff. No, I will hurt you because I can't see you, and I don't like things touching me that I can't see.
And all that.
Let's get extensive here. Heck yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So what are you doing? You're trying to abduct me.
So I'm gonna recap this real quick.
Don't ever do it.
Send her to a Korean spa to get ready for your lovely date. Hopefully, Donna and I will be there. Now you have a personal driver pick her up in your fancy, expensive car.
Yeah.
You keep it simple by telling her, "I love you, whether you're a woman or an alien. I don't care anymore." It does. Then you go to a convenience store and you eat some ramen in the window.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah. Then you go to a karaoke bar. You sing your little hearts out, obviously to DPR Live or BTS or Big Bang or some amazing group.
Or Dean.
Or Dean, all of them, yeah. Next up, dinner. You're going to go to a trendy new Subway that your friends opened up at the top of a luxurious building, and they have grills in the middle of the table so you can toast your own Subway sandwiches.
Toast your own bread.
And then you give her a designer handbag that has Applejack and applesauce in it.
Right.
Then you go get a nice bottle of wine, and you end the date with a back hug.
Yeah.
I don't see how any of that could go wrong, and I think that's the most amazing date I've ever heard of.
It was great until the back hug. And then there is a bloody nose because I hit you in the face because I don't know it's you. I think someone's trying to hurt me. You had it so good until that part.
If only we need to think of a title for our K-drama episode or the show. Yeah. And not that it's very difficult to think of some names.
I was going to say, you just kind of pick 2 words out of an English dictionary and put them together. So, and she's a writer. It could be like Chicago writer. She lives in Chicago. Chicago writer sounds like a K-drama.
Chicago typewriter.
Yep,
I think there is actually a K-drama called Chicago Typewriter, maybe, or something. Let's look into that. But yeah, I think we found the name of this. This is perfect. Yep. Well, do you have any final thoughts for Megan on her birthday, or any of our like 5 listeners?
Who we love.
High five, listeners.
Woo!
Well, thank you, Stubby. I can't wait to play this for Megan. I swear I will take pictures and Snapchats and send them to you, because I bet she'll be like crying with laughter. So I really appreciate you calling in.
Yep. Well, thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Good.
Jeffrey.
Wasn't it so good?
That you guys are brilliant.
I thought you would like
This
that.
is even as good as the video you made me
for your birthday, like
3 or 4 years ago. I'm the luckiest lady. I feel so happy and loved. That made me feel very loved.
It was a lot of fun, and like I said, it was just fun to see Jeff. Like we should all do more Skype calls. And, because it was just fun to video chat, and he was so funny, and you could tell he listens to you. And the whole time I kept thinking, Megan always wonders if you're listening, and you are clearly listening. So
I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better, Jeff. I'm going to listen to you better. I don't even expect you to listen to me, and you do. I really, really appreciate it. Really. Okay, also, for Valentine's Day, he sent me a really, really joke that he came up with on his own. He literally wrote, like, hey, happy Valentine's Day. I really, really like you. And then he sent me a picture of Minnow. Like, he did it all correctly. He did it all perfectly. It was beautiful. And I screenshotted it and was like, this one.
He's
picked
the
a
best.
good one.
He's the best. He texted me today, or I texted him just saying, hey, listen to the audio of our call. I'm going to play it for Megan tonight at the podcast. I'm really excited. Thanks for doing that. And I think I said something about like, you're so sweet, or like, it was so sweet of you to do that. And he sent me a gif of sugar and said something about like sweet like sugar or something. And I was like, oh, Jeff.
What a gem. What a gem.
So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Megan.
I'm very lucky that I started dating him because he's great, but also because if I hadn't, I never would have met you.
I know.
And I never would have ruined your life with K-dramas and K-pop, and we wouldn't be here today.
So Jeff, you're just the missing link there.
You brought me and Becca together, and that's the most important thing you've ever done in your life.
That's why you were put here on this
That's
earth.
why God created you and made you who you are. Every decision that you made up to this point was just to bring me and Becca together. So thank you. You've done something so important. Kamsahamnida. Sarange. That was intentionally pronounced terribly because I feel like if I tried to say it right, it would sound even dumber coming out of my
worse.
mouth. Sarange.
So I thought we have a few more minutes.
This was a trick. This was a trick episode.
Totally a trick. So I did tell Megan that we had a different topic tonight, and I made her like plan it all out. But this is fine because we'll do that next time.
Becca is really good at elaborate plans.
I am.
This is what I'm saying.
Kind of sneaky.
If she doesn't feel comfortable being like ooey gooey with her words, which she's lying. She's really good at that too. This is how she shows you she loves you. She goes to so much trouble to make you feel special. This is just another reason why, thank God, Jeff, I met you so that you can introduce me to Becca.
I'm so glad you liked it.
Oh, it was wonderful.
So
it was
I thought
wonderful.
we could play one last game. And I did not prep you for this because I told you that we had another topic tonight. So we'll go easy, I promise.
Okay, I'm ready.
So we're going to do... I feel like we're over BTSing it, but I'm so obsessed with them right now.
Me too. And look, guys, chances are the way that we operate, give us a year or two, and we'll find our way into a new topic. We always do. I am gonna say though, we've been on this train
For a year.
Yeah,
That's
we're
long for
literally
us.
in the spring day video where we see the train lapping us, and we can see ourselves on it. And we're just constantly passing ourselves on the train like you're never getting off this train, idiots. Like this is the rest of your life now. So
We'll see how far this goes. But yeah, because Big Bang lasted us for a good year.
it did.
And then I don't know.
That's why every time I bring up
fizzled.
BTS, my mom is like, "How could you just forget about Big Bang?" She's seriously sensitive about it because she loves Big Bang. And I'm like, I didn't forget about Big Bang. I love Big Bang. I'll love them forever. They were my first love. They were my Michael Jordan. I will love them forever. But like also, they've kind of grown up and they're doing their thing right now. And I need someone who's constantly providing me with content. And BTS is giving it to me on a daily basis. Like every Tuesday for sure. And then most of the other days too. So,
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
no, I love this. So obviously we're going with BTS.
Excellent.
We're going to do this. This will be our we've done this game many times.
Mm-hmm.
We will do if BTS were birthday decorations. That will be our game today.
Okay.
So,
Oh my gosh.
we're going to start. Should we see? I always feel weird when we do this game because I'm a very organized person. My mind just wants to go oldest to youngest. But so many people, when they do lists, always do the leader first and then they go oldest to youngest.
We can go leader.
What do you want to
and then
do?
Let's go oldest to youngest because
Okay,
I'm
good.
not
like
ready for RM.
consistency.
Yeah, I'm not ready for
I
RM.
like consistency, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we've always done. So we're gonna start with Jin. Again, happy birthday, Megan. This is your last birthday treat of,
this
your
is the
32nd year.
best.
If BTS were birthday decorations, go. Jin.
I feel like, and maybe it's unfair because we're always like food, but he's also very handsome.
Mm-hmm.
So like a beautiful cake. Does that count? So he'd be like a beautiful
see that.
cake.
I could
Or
see
like
that.
cupcakes or something like that.
I don't know why. My mind instantly went, I'm so hard on Jin. My mind
You
instantly
always make him
went,
fiber.
I do, to like the invitations.
Well, he is beautiful.
Or it's something pretty that everybody gets.
Yeah.
And then it's just it's very dependable. Like you need that.
But
you
then it's
need
also
that
like
thing.
afterward you're like, oh, what do I do with
You
this
just kind of
invitation?
you just kind of are like, what do we do with this now?
That reasoning makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I
mean, it would be addressed beautifully.
I feel like, oh God, no matter how I say this, it's gonna sound dirty.
Then just say it.
I was obviously gonna say, but I kind of want to eat Jin.
That's not dirty. That's the name of his show.
Yeah, eat Jin.
Jin.
He's like a beautiful cake to me, and I want to eat it.
I like that. I don't know why anybody would take that to a dirty place, Megan.
I'm not a disgusting monster. I have to say that almost every single episode. I'm not a disgusting monster. I'm a good person, and I'm very nice.
Okay. All right. So, Sugar.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
So I'll tell you where my mind went.
Yeah.
My mind went to those really uncomfortable party hats where you're
have
like,
to wear them.
it has to be there.
Yeah.
And you can tell the party hat doesn't even really want to be
'cause
there.
The like rubber band is not long enough, and it's just like choking you to death.
And then you try to put it behind your head and you're like, this doesn't work because now it's not on.
But then you want to wear it also because it's very exciting. I feel like, okay, yeah, if it's not exactly how I think of him, it's how I think he would think of himself as a party
because
decoration.
then what always happens at parties that I'm at is nobody wears them. They just put them on the table,
So
and
it's
you're
resting.
like, you can tell that hat's having more fun on the table alone than it's having on my head.
I think that's a very good answer. I was going to say, so I was thinking of like more like games. Okay, can we come back to this because it's a two-parter?
Yes,
Okay.
we can. Yes, that's fine.
All right.
So next week, J-Hope.
I think he'd be like the goodie bag. He'd be like a little
The party favors.
little party favor. Be like full of little tiny bite-sized Snickers and like a fun little whistle.
I really didn't have anything, and I was going to make it up on the fly, but that could not be more accurate. Because you're right. It's a baggie full of things that moms hate that are going to get your kids so hopped up on sugar and get them so crazy.
But it's also like, you just went to a party, so your night's already going great, and then you leave, and you get a present just for showing up to a party. Like J-Hope.
Like
Like, it was already a party, and then J-Hope was there too. And it was like an even better party. That's what J-Hope
I love
would be.
everything about this. All right, so.
Okay. So here's my two-parter.
Yes.
RM. Okay, so RM and Suga.
Oh, so it's a two-parter with RM and Suga.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
I have a great one for RM, so I hope you're not taking my idea. You go.
Okay,
Go.
bear with me.
Okay.
So, like a piñata, right?
Son of a bee, that's what I was going to say.
I think Suga's like a piñata because he's like very important, but also like just hangs out and takes care of a lot of stuff. Like,
Yes.
doesn't really even like, he's just there when you're ready for him, taking care of everything.
Yes.
Holding all the candy inside of him.
Yes.
People love him, but he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't just take this candy.
Yes.
Like, and then RM is the bat that destroys the piñata. Now, this is complicated because I don't think there's any reason RM would ever destroy Suga. Again, this is just from the sense of if they were party things.
Yes.
And RM is obviously god of destruction, so he would be breaking the piñata.
See, I instantly went to RM would just be a piñata because it's something at a party that gets broken. Yes.
The other option would be just like, no, that's somebody else. Okay.
Oh, you've got it. Okay.
Yeah.
We will move on then.
Okay, wait. I don't have anything for like the dance. Okay, this is so hard. Again, we're gonna get to Jungkook, and I'm gonna be like, I have no idea. I have no idea. My present.
So we'll go to Jimin.
Okay, I don't have one for him yet either. Jimin.
I think Jimin would be like the cupcakes. He would be that.
That makes sense.
Really
He likes
sweet, delicious
treat
that
lovely.
everybody likes.
But I already picked that for Jin, so I have to pick something else. I'm trying to think of Man, when was the last time I went to a party that someone bothered decorating for? Oh, he'd be like the birthday crown. So Yoongi's
he
like the hats all the
would.
guests wear, but Jimin is the crown.
I
He's
like that
the birthday
answer.
crown. Yeah,
That's a good answer.
he makes you feel special.
He does. So now we'll go to V.
Okay, I got this one.
All right.
He is the streamers, and they look awesome and they're everywhere, but then they're like halfway through they're like falling down and you're like, people have had way too much fun in this room. They're just tearing the decorations off the walls. Like he is the physical sign that this party is hopping. Because they are no longer attached to the walls the way they should be. You know what I mean?
I know.
That is V.
So I was gonna say that he would be like the balloons.
Oh, that's a
He's
good
that
one.
thing that you're like, which this is gonna sound inappropriate too. He's that thing where you're like, okay, let the adults take care of the balloons. Like, we'll make sure they're up and they're where they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But then the kids get into the balloons and you're like, no, you can swallow those. Like, you're just like, everybody just wants
Please
to
don't
consume
die.
V. Everybody wants a piece of V.
That's really good, actually.
like,
yeah.
even if they're up in the air, you want balloons that are on the floor. And if
And
they're
I
on the
can
floor, you
say-
want them to fly up in the air.
As a person who had balloons delivered to her, what is better than balloons? Like, it was awesome.
I cannot agree more.
They were so shiny and pretty and made me feel like a queen because so like people were like, oh, is it your birthday? And I was being me and I was like, no, I just like balloons. She gave me a 3 and a 2 balloon because I turned 32 and I did that joke all day too. I'm like, I'm only 23. And everybody's like, ha ha.
All
What
right.
is my life?
So now the baby of the group, Jungkook.
So, like, I kind of want to go back to my present.
He could be your present.
But, like a bounce house, maybe? It's like takes up a lot of space. So, like, he takes up a lot of space in my life right now. But, like, it's definitely there. Like, you can't miss it. It is the feature, the center feature of the party. And the kids are, like, losing their dang minds because there's a bounce house. And also, people are just jumping around like crazies. It's very exhausting. And then even the adults are like, I want in. Even the adults are like, I will take off my shoes for this, and I hate taking off my shoes.
I think I'm gonna let you have Jungkook as the bounce house and your present.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll let you have him as both.
What was yours gonna be? Did you have one?
Mine were not gonna be that good.
I don't care. I want to hear what it was.
I was gonna say that he would be like that trick party candle. That you blow out and you're like, I did it, and then it just like reignites.
No, you didn't.
And it's like, stay here with me as long as
also,
possible.
yes, that's also a metaphor for my life because it's like, you're 20, I don't like you, blow him out, and then it's like, yes, you do. You could do this forever, Megan, and you know it. And I'm like, oh, I could.
I don't know if we have a gift for podcasting, but we have a gift for this game.
Again, even if no one ever hears this and people who do hear it are like, oh, what is wrong with these people? I don't care because, man, it feels good to laugh. Like, I never laugh like this ever.
Seriously, I've had a tissue in my hand since we started the podcast. It's like crumpled up.
If I'm not careful, I'm gonna get a nosebleed.
I'm gonna take a picture of this because I've just been wiping my tears.
So
It's not
funny.
even like a tissue anymore.
It's so funny. That was a great one. So
So-
wait, can we recap that? Jin
Yes. Jin was either the invitation or the
Or the
cake.
cake.
Sugar.
We don't know. He's the hardest one because why was he at a party to begin with?
He was the party hat that didn't
He's
want to
like,
be there.
He's like the birthday clown that's doing it because it's a page.
J-Hope was the party favor goodie bag.
Yeah.
RM was the pinata, had something to do with the pinata.
Yeah, involved in the pinata.
Jimin was either the cupcake or the party crown, or the birthday crown.
Birthday crown. The streamers was
B was streamers or balloons.
or balloons.
And Jungkook was a trick candle, a bouncy house, and your present.
Yes, please.
Jungkook was all of the above.
Oh, I can think of so many gross things to say. Oh, I'm holding them back. I'm not a monster. This should end now before I start.
Well, happy birthday, Megan.
Thank you, Becca. Now what am I going to do on your birthday? I only have a month to figure out my life.
I don't need anything.
That's what they all say.
Actually, my birthday is a a few days after opening day, which,
Man, it's so soon.
yeah, so we've mentioned that we're never all four together. We're all going to be together, I think.
Yeah.
At some point on opening day. So we have talked about inviting our significant others on this podcast.
Oh, we should do it.
Everybody an insight into what it's like to be with somebody who really loves K-pop and K-dramas.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they get that question a lot, and we would love to hear their outside opinion because it's been so long since that wasn't a part of my life that I don't even remember what I thought when I heard it.
I don't want to remember what it was like before this. I seriously think, like, what did I do? I had nothing.
Well, this was a treat.
Here we are.
Megan. So happy birthday.
Thank you. Hey, Becca, you know what I really want for my birthday?
Besides Jungkook.
Yes. The other thing I really want for my
What
birthday?
do you really want for your birthday?
For people to write a review.
Yes, online reviews are so important when people are trying to discover new things or take a chance on something that they may like. It would mean the world to Megan and I. It would be a really good birthday present for Megan if you would go on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, leave a comment, leave a review, subscribe to us. It would just make our day. It always makes us so happy when we see that we have new people, and we're just hoping to connect this world of K-drama and K-pop fans together.
That is it for episode 10 of Noona Business. Please let us know what you think of the show. Our email addresses are becca@nooniabusiness.com and megan@nooniabusiness.com. That's NOONAYA business.com. If you like the show, please be sure to tell a friend, subscribe to us in iTunes or Podbean. Until next week, we are Megan and Becca. Thank you for joining us.